lovies, hey lovies, welcome back. So guys, I recently got a puppy, a baby girl that is troublesome and filled with a lot of energy, but I still love her. It's been a battle on trying to get baby macchiato. I wanted to give you guys my little spiel, a little intake on how I was able to get macchiato, things that you should prepare for, just basically the what, where, whys, and the hows on getting a puppy. And I am your gal. Even though I've had her for 2 weeks, I can tell you from my experiences, and hopefully you can learn from them. So the first thing you want to ask yourself is, what kind of dog are you getting? It's really important to know what type of dog you want. Some dogs are very different. Some shed, some need more exercise, some are built to be in the house more than others. Some can work really well with families and children, some not so much. You have to know what kind of animal you're going for. If it's a designer puppy, know that because you're getting a designer puppy, when I say designer puppies, literally it's any breed that is mixed are considered designer puppies. So know that if you're getting a designer puppy, the prices are going to be a little high in comparison to a non-designer puppy. So it's important to know the size you want, the size of puppy you want, whether like when I say size, I'm talking about the adult size. So for me, I knew that I wanted a small fluffy puppy. The maximum weight macchiato would be is 16 pounds. She will not be anything bigger than that, and that is completely fine. As for you, if you want a dog bigger than that, do your research, know the type of dog, type of size that you want, because that is really important. Before I got macchiato, I originally wanted a Maltese, a Maltipoo, a Yorkie, or a Morkie, preferably brown. I had this whole image that that's the puppy I wanted to go because it fit more with macchiato, the name macchiato, but that was not the case. When I contacted Just Puppies, they told me that they only had Parmachans available. So I had to do my research into a Parmachan, and they're basically a Pomeranian and a Bachan mix. What I found about Parmachans is that they are very energetic. They are very people and dog friendly, very sociable. What I've noticed, like macchiato will cry if I tell her not to go to a dog or a person. Like she has a little attitude, so she can be a little sassy sometimes. Like she can be a little sassy. I know that I asked for a ball of energy, and that's why I wanted to name my puppy Macchiato, but I didn't think I was gonna get this much of an energizer, because now I'm just like, wow, calm down a little bit, give mommy some time, I want to sleep. But I love her energy. Like, it literally keeps me going, it keeps me moving. Right now she's ripping my leggings, but it's okay, those leggings needed to go.
Don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much.
Let's dig a little deeper. Finances, what you need to know about that. So when I purchased macchiato from Just Puppies, they told me that for the year span I need to sacrifice $1,000 to $600. However, I personally don't believe that is very true. I think that to be very secure and very safe, you need to sacrifice $2,000, because shots vary between $65 to $150, and that's just for the shots. Vet visits on top of that are $40, so you're getting $40 plus $65, or between $65 to $150. If you're getting a poop sample costs $65 on top of that. So you can imagine how much you're spending. Know that rabies vaccinations are between $15 to $20. You do need to give her or him or it tick or heartworm medications. It's monthly, and that is about between $25 to $30 you're spending. Puppies need to get about 3 to 4 shots. Again, like I said, each shot varies between $65 to $150, so you can imagine how much money you are spending. So it's not $65 with all shots, it's $65 for one shot. So keep that definitely in mind. Puppies need to get their shots when they're 6 weeks old, when they're 12 weeks old, and when they're 16 weeks old. I don't know how long it continues for, but when I looked it up, it stopped at 16 weeks. So I guess after that, it's just yearly. But look into that because they are puppies. And they definitely need that. Their immune system is not as strong. Necessary items that I personally think is important: crate, a food bowl, and a water bowl. Food, of course. A leash, a collar, a harness. It's important to get toys, specifically a soft toy and a hard toy, because they are teething, so they need something to chew on, or else they're gonna chew on your fingers or your toes, which I'm learning right now. Make sure you have treats, training pads, a car carrier, shampoo and conditioner, because as for Macchiato, she loves to roll in the dirt. I don't know why, but she loves to roll in the dirt. The minute she goes outside, she just lays on her back and rolls. So she's definitely gonna need a shower. But be very mindful of what type of shampoo and conditioner or anti-itch spray you get, because certain dogs' skins are very sensitive. So let's talk about the how. How are we going to get ourselves to get a puppy now that we know what we need, how much money we're gonna put into? There are many ways. There are the puppy stores. There are websites like Lancaster Puppies, Pet Finder, Puppy Spot. There's also Facebook groups that have breeders and families that are trying to give away their puppies, their dogs. There are also rescue places. If you really want to get connected with a rescue spot, a great way to start is PetSmart. They do communicate with a lot of rescue organizations and foundations for affordable price, and they're rescue. Although I mentioned the pet store, I personally don't think that pet stores are the smartest route. It is a financial burden, as I'm seeing. There's a lot of issues that come along with getting puppies from the store. Don't go to Craigslist. Some people have been lucky through Craigslist, but I personally don't think that it is the best place to go right now, especially quarantine, because there are a lot of scammers. That is something that you should also be mindful when joining these Facebook groups. I would say if you really want to go through Facebook groups, choose the Facebook groups that are private. The more private, the more secure they are, because they don't just let anybody into trying to get a puppy. Never ever put a down payment. I don't care how cute the puppy looks. If you did a FaceTime call, whatever you've done, I don't care.
Never put your money down or payment down for a puppy.
It doesn't hurt if you guys are part of GroupMe's chats. I went and asked every GroupMe that I am part of, even if they have nothing to do with dog. I asked them, do you know anybody that is selling a puppy? Even though it's still not the best, but I think overall they're the best. Rescue spots, I don't know how much I need to stress on it. Rescue spots are the best spots. Unfortunately, because of coronavirus, they're not really getting as much dogs in right now. So a lot of the dogs that are there, I can speak for DC Alliance, are older dogs. So if you're willing to deal with like an older dog that is 10 years old, go for it. I thought about paying for shipment, purchasing the puppy, paying for shipment, but then that goes against my rule of not paying in person. 2, there's not really a shipping company of shipping dogs. I really checked. Maybe I didn't dig deeper, but from what I was doing for my research, I did not find any. The ones that I found look kind of sketchy. Like the websites were very sketchy. So also another thing, which is really difficult to detect. And I know for myself, I really didn't check, but the dog medical records are something that you really want to look into. That is really important. I know that this lady in the Facebook group chat, she posted this cute puppy. God, my heart, this cute puppy. But unfortunately, the puppy only lasted with them for 3 days because the puppy had a medical condition that family did not look into when they bought it from the breeder. And when they try to ask for the money back from the breeder automatically blocked them, blocked their number, everything. There was no way of contact to them, so that breeder got the money and ran. So let's talk about the where. So I got Macchiato from Just Puppy. Really do your research. to figure out where you're going to get your puppy. Like I've mentioned, there's Lancaster puppies, there's Puppy Spot, there's Pet Finders. Like I said, Group Me. It doesn't hurt to ask around, it doesn't hurt to be annoying. I was annoying. I messaged several group chats, several people about it. Everyone knew Lila wanted a freaking puppy. Time will tell. Just be very patient. Really, really be very patient, because the whole situation was really frustrating for me. And I can only imagine if you're really trying to look for a puppy, especially around this time, it can be really frustrating because people are giving you the runaround. So let's jump into the why. Your why is really what is going to make or break you if you decide to get the puppy. I don't know how much to stress on this. Your why is going to make or break you if you get the puppy. If you're getting a puppy because, oh, it's quarantine and I'm bored and there's nothing to do, that's where you messed up right there. Because quarantine is not a forever situation. We're not going to be trapped in the house forever. We're eventually going to be out and about. And that puppy is depending on you. You need to figure out why now? Why now is the perfect time? Why you want this type of dog? Why do you want that type of puppy? Why do you want that kind of age? Why are you picking this? Are you mentally and financially stable right now? And if you're not mentally stable, that is fine. But are you mentally capable of having someone or something else to take care of if you cannot fully take care of yourself? Pay close attention to your transitions. So, are you moving out of a place? Are you moving into a new place? Did you get a new job? Are you pregnant? Do you have newborns? Are you just married? Are you going to a new school? Are you graduating? These are questions that you really need to ask yourself. It doesn't mean that you cannot do it. It's just going to be harder. Another thing is, after quarantine, can you continue the same schedule that you have? What's going to happen to the puppy after quarantine? Are you going to abandon the puppy? Like, are you going to be able to take care of the puppy? Like, how is the puppy going to fit into your schedule after quarantine? Let's talk about expectations. Like, what to expect and what they don't tell you after getting a puppy. Let's get into that. Let's talk. Let's talk here. Let's talk about 72 hours of hell. I'm gonna give her a toy because this is not it, y'all. 72 hours of hell. Look at this. 72 hours of hell is time where the puppy does not know who the hell you are, okay? And it is very scared, anxious, nervous, worried, like has no clue what is going on. They're not gonna eat their food. They don't want to pee outside. When I tell y'all, during that time. Any tips on potty training, because I don't know what to do and she keeps crying and I don't know. Help. This is what I'm going through right now. Macchiato, come on. I know you don't have a dragon. Come on, girl. You have to pee. Oh my goodness. I didn't know potty training was like this. At least I'm not. I wanted to give her away. I said, no, just puppies maybe knew that I wasn't meant for this one because I cannot. She cried all night. I just want to say that during the time of the 72 hours of hell, it's not mean that the puppy does not like you. There was a reason why y'all were vibing together from the start. It's just that the puppy is learning you, learning this new routine, learning this new environment. Do not fall into your feelings. Do not second guess yourself. Do not feel like you cannot do this, because I'm here to tell you, you are going to push through those 72 hours. You're going to make it and you're going to be happy. You're going to be a happy dog mom, dog dad. You're going to love it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be rough, but the dog is only trying to learn you, is only trying to get comfortable with you before it does anything and before eating. And if eating might be tough, but your puppy still has to eat, so you have to find ways to make your puppy eat. Like my puppy, even though they said that the dry food was what she was eating, she did not want to eat the dry food. So I had to buy wet food to mix with the dry food, and now she just won't stop eating. I've thought many times, many times of giving away macchiato. I was like, oh my god, maybe I rushed into this too fast. Maybe I'm not ready for a puppy. Maybe this is too much for me. Maybe this is not the best decision. What was I thinking? How could I have done this? Blah, 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 that and the third. I just let my mind just run. And I need you to slow down. If you're watching this and you have a puppy already, I'm here to tell you,
Slow down.
like actually, like for real, if you're holding your puppy or if they're running around, like stop right now and take a breather, because it's only going to get better. Like, I know the first night with Macchiato, I only had 3 hours of sleep. Macchiato cried the entire night, constantly. She definitely woke up some people. Like, my neighbors came up to me the next day, was like, oh my god, you got a puppy, that was you all night, blah. I cried. The amount of visits, I think like I used up half of my gas visiting PetSmart. And PetSmart is only 15 minutes away from my house. I was there like literally for those 3 days, every day. And I was there maybe 3-4 times a day. Even when Macchiato wasn't peeing out or pooping outside, I went there. I said, my puppy ain't peeing. My puppy ain't peeing and pooping outside. Every time we bring her inside, and she's peeing inside. And the lady's like, calm down. It's normal. Here, let me pick some treats. Maybe went out there walking back and forth. Bro, sis refused to pee. She was crying the whole time, and then I felt bad because I had to drag her by the leash, and I was like, everybody was looking at me. I was like, oh my god, I must be a horrible dog mom. Like, I'm dragging a dog, and oh my god, like, y'all gonna go through it. I called this animal hospital because I really genuinely was worried about my puppy. The vet who I talked to on the phone, the veterinarian, she told me about the rule of 3. So the rule of 3 is basically 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It takes 3 days for your dog to figure out its new home and its new family. It takes 3 weeks for them to figure out that they're going to live with you and that they're going to start a whole routine. It takes 3 months for them to fully become a part of the family and to feel fully welcomed into the home. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask me. I will continue to update you guys on the journey of Maki, my little energizer. Seriously, not even little, just my energizer. If you're going through this, I really mean it. It's just a phase. It's going to get better with time. I'm still learning that it's going to get better. I definitely don't regret buying her now. Sometimes she really just irks my nerves, but that's all part of it. Alright guys, until next time, say bye-bye. She's like, mommy, no.